Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me. Well, I've asked about school before. The last time I asked about school in the fall for American students was 3 weeks ago, maybe. And I got that many schools would not, in fact, open, but it would be a patchwork across the nation. It would be mixed. And then people started talking about the hybrid return to school. And I'm like, oh, well, that would be mixed. So let me look at that. Some school districts have already said what they're going to do. Those starting in mid-August, some of them have already said they're coming back with a hybrid plan where half the student body would be there 2 days a week, the other half the other 2 days a week. Perhaps it's optional for parents whether they want to send their children or do completely home-based learning. Will that happen, Spirit? Because that still is a month away. Okay. Almost dropped my cards. Will that happen? It would be really burdensome. They're starting to work on the logistic of it, the practicalities, and it's very burdensome. It's very difficult. It's impractical. The world. Completion. You know what I get? I really get those schools that do go back like that will shut it down. I really get that. Hermit. They have to isolate. I really do. I think some of them may call it quits on that plan before the school year starts, even if it starts mid-August. The Sun, the Two of Wands. The outdoor instruction looks promising with that Sun. Two of Wands, weighing options. Some will start with the hybrid model. Some will start with a real focus on teaching outdoors or keeping that air moving in the classrooms. No air conditioning. We're talking wind. We're talking fans. They will do better. They will do better. Those schools that really take that part seriously, they will do better. Why can't they? Why can't they? Bring in a ton of fans. Open up the windows. That would be so much better. Okay. What about, will some of the schools that are talking hybrid now, will they just end up shutting down that idea? Well, they're watching and they're waiting. They're not promising their families that this is absolutely going to happen this way. They are leaving themselves an out. So I haven't seen the literature. My schools in my area don't start till after Labor Day, but they must have. Whatever went home to the parents in those states that start mid-August at hybrid learning, they let themselves a way out. New beginning, Empress, pregnant with the possibility, because it is really pregnant with the possibility. They just shut it down before they even begin, especially in the states where it's peaking, and especially in states with Democratic leadership. They're going to be more conservative about putting people in harm's way. Okay? So there will be those that are talking hybrid now that will change their mind because it's extremely burdensome and because of COVID increases in the communities. So yes, it will be a patchwork. But Spirit, give me an idea about, by and large, in the nation, what's the most popular return to school thing? Well, we have the King of Swords. That's a good plan. We have the World. And we have the Sun and the Hermit. Learning things from other countries with the World. Once they develop a well thought out plan, it starts to become apparent that it's not going to work. I feel like there are plenty of schools that do indeed go back. But like I said, I think most of them will shut on down again. Is that true, Spirit? Well, 4 of coins, 2, well, they're not quickly, some of them. Because we have, they're trying to balance the needs of everybody. And then gradually, just very gradually figuring it out. 9 of coins. Some school districts, what I'm hearing there is there will be some school districts who do this well and are sitting pretty, especially if they're using outdoor spaces or a lot of ventilation. So that's nice to know. And then the 5 of Wands, there will be much debate about it. It's such a hard decision to make. I know, I was in that situation with my 2 girls the end of last year. And that was quite interesting. Other moms I knew, and me too, were saying, where do I find an extra 6 hours a day? I'll pick it up somewhere, I guess. Maybe not sleep. That was something. It's a tough situation. It's going to be learning as we go. It's going to be, I wish it was more settled than it had been in the spring, but frankly, not at the beginning of the school year, it won't be. Maybe for the next semester they'll have a more settled plan. It'll be a new era in schooling. King of Wands. There will be King of Cups. Going to ride it out. Our education system will adapt. Public education isn't gone or anything. It will adapt. And in fact, Spirit is extending an opportunity with all of this to rethink some things and do some things better. Okay. Well, teachers are just among the smartest and most able people I know. Give them a crisis and a little bit of latitude, a little bit of freedom to do the planning on their own for their school district. They can come up with some pretty cool things. They will. All right. Well, anything else about this school issue? It's going to be messy. In the fall, it's going to be really messy. We're going to start with one plan and a month later have another plan. Many school districts, pregnant with the possibility, 3 of coins. But the government is going to get involved. The Knight of Wands. There is a renewed focus on education then. Instead of let's just cut a little bit here, cut a little bit over there from public education. What about DeVos? Oh my gosh. DeVos was cutting down teachers on an interview I saw recently. So yeah, that's what they need right now. What about DeVos? Regrets. She's a big failure. Or at least there are some failures widely recognized as failures. The Magician, she's very manipulative though, and she's manipulative again with the Knight of Cups. She's got people working for her to manipulate too. Okay. All right. But no, she does not go down in history as anywhere near capable. She goes down in history as a disaster. As the head of the Department of Education, the position she bought through campaign contributions. But 4 of coins, she has money, she has connections, lots of money, plenty of connections. She stands her ground. Page of Wands. Sorry, we're not rid of her soon. Okay. All right. Well, I thank you all so much. And to parents and teachers out there, strength to you. Bye-bye.